O Z Y W O M B Podcast. I'm Shan.
I'm Aria.
Say Ari.
Abby.
Welcome to Cozy Womb Podcast. Let's go. Hey, this is Shan, mom of the girls. Thank you for checking in. If this is your first time at Cozy Womb Podcast, welcome. It's a very random but frequently posted show. Enjoy what you can when you can. It's for new parents. Y'all are very welcome. It's for second, third, or more time around parents too. And I did not forget those of you who aren't quite there yet, haven't had your first kid, but you're thinking about it and you're just curious on what it takes to go ahead and survive the kids that you may make. Cool. Since we're all here, let's get into today's episode. How do you teach your kids love? Bottom line is you show them. You love them and you tell them and you display affection that will give them an example of what to do to other people and how to interact with you, how to interact with their dad, how to interact with their sister or their brother. They have to see that in home first before they display it anywhere. They have to see it reciprocated. They have to see understanding. They have to feel what that feels like. They have to go through their emotions at home first before they can learn how to do that elsewhere. So here are some ways to teach your kids what love is, how to show love, and basically how to be better individuals, because right now, with all the bullying going on, with all the social media, with all these new standards, with all these new pressures with kids, they need strong parents at home just bigging them up, in Jamaican words, or just making them feel more confident, more stable, more consistent in order to face people who may try to talk down to them or make them feel small or make them feel less than. So kids are going to watch you and everything you do anyway. So if you are not displaying healthy forms of affection, and if you are not talking to other adults around you in a loving way, they're not going to talk to their sister like that. They're not going to talk to their brothers like that. They're not going to talk to their teachers in a nice way. They're not going to be respected by anyone else outside the house, and they're not going to respect authority. And that's just something you don't want to start. So if you display healthy, caring ways to treat other human beings, animals, or people who cannot help you, then they will also follow suit. Teach them how to be nice and giving. Make them wait for wants, and that will help them actually understand patience a lot more. Spend more time with them. Don't just have them in the house doing whatever they want somewhere else. Just don't put them in front of the computer or the tablet or the TV. Actually interact with your kids. Hug on your kids. If you cannot remember the last time you hugged your kids, you need to go hug your kid. Period. If you can't remember the last time you told your kid that you love them, you need to call them and tell them. Or you need to go tell them. When you drop them off at school, tell them. When you pick them up, tell them that you miss them. Ask them about their day. Tell them about your day. Like, all of that sounds like common sense, but a lot of people don't do it because we're so caught up in what we have to do and running errands and doing this and doing that we would forget that these kids are extensions of us, but at the same time, they are human beings with less knowledge than we have because we've been here longer, that have questions, have thoughts, and we need to go ahead and talk to them and see where their head is at. Teach them how to use what they need and not be greedy for what they want. So right now, my biggest struggle with my 5-year-old is her eating and asking for seconds and not being able to finish it. Or we go out to eat and she feels like she has to eat everything one time in one sitting. And that's something that she doesn't have to do. And so I constantly have to remind her, Anya, you don't need any more. You had enough. I gave you enough. When I'm eating, they both, my 2-year-old and my 5-year-old, have a habit of asking me for my food or asking for a bite. And I'm just like, and I ask them, did you eat? And they say yes. I said, you may not have any of my food. You can have some water. You can have something to drink. And you need to get ready for bed. So you have to constantly do that. And another thing that I hate, when I say no to them having more or having seconds or having some of something, and a friend of mine that's around gives it to them, that bothers me. And I know there are other parents where they are bothered by other people giving them things that they do not need, when you know as a mother they are full, or you know as a father they had enough. If I say no and you hear me tell them no, it is to your best interest to ask me if it's okay if you give it to them. Just ask. It's not a bad thing to ask. Nobody's going to get in trouble. I'm not going to make you feel bad for asking. Just ask me, because there's always a reason on why I'm saying no. Yes, I can always buy certain things that Anya sees, but I'm not buying it. Yes, I like candy, but every time I see candy, I'm not buying it. And if you're a parent and your kid thinks you need to have candy, you need to eat candy all the time, and you buy it, you're going to be taking several more trips to the dentist. You're going to be worrying about their teeth. So you just have to be smart and be aware of the things that you do and the things that they see. Another thing you can do to teach them about love and how to display love is let them help you around the home. If a child sees how much it goes into keeping a nice home, taking care of things, keeping something clean, or having nice things, or how much it costs to have this bedding, or how much it costs to, have furniture in the house, they will definitely respect you. They will definitely be more patient when it comes to why you can't buy certain things right now, why you can't take me here right now. You have to show them. Some things you don't have to hide. I'm not saying discuss all your money troubles with your kids. I'm not saying show them your wallet or give them large sums of cash. I'm just saying show them that, yes, I have a home, but there's other things that go into taking care of a home. Yes, I do want a lot of furniture, but you can't buy all your furniture at one time. You have to buy the important priority pieces first. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I would like to have company, but I don't have enough furniture or amenities to, make my company feel comfortable, so I'm waiting. Kiss your kids on the cheek. Tell them that they're doing a great job in school. Tell them that they're doing a great job as far as helping out with their other siblings. Let them know that they matter. A lot of kids, all they want is to know that they matter. All they want is to know that, yes, I'm my mom's son or I'm my mom's daughter, but I just live here. If I wasn't around, they wouldn't be bothered. If your kid ever feels like that, you're not doing enough. You're not letting them feel like they're a pivotal part of your life. The next thing you can do to display healthy forms of love is to be honest and listen to them. Just because you interpret things a certain way doesn't mean that a child takes it that way. Or if something happens to them at school, don't make it seem like it's small and they're being silly and it's not important. If it's important to them, then just listen to them talk and tell you why it's important to them. Don't laugh at them. Don't make them feel small. Don't make them feel unimportant, because the last thing you want is your child not to want to share what's going on in their minds with you. You want them to be open. The last and final thing that I have is spend time doing nothing with your kids. Sometimes, I have a to-do list, yes. Sometimes I have places in my head that I would like to go. But Other times I'm just like, you know what? Today we're just gonna chill in the house. What do you want to watch? What do you want to eat? What do you want to cook? What do you want to draw? And I just, create that dialogue with my kids to make them feel like they have a choice, or to make them feel like, oh, we're, in a position where we get to choose, and mommy's gonna do it, and, she's gonna want to do it, and let's do something fun, or let's do a puzzle. Make them feel like, okay, we do things that you want to do because you're our mom, but at the same time, I take time out to do things that, you want to do too. So just love on your kids. They're your kids. You know what I'm saying? They didn't ask to be here. Love on them, hug on them, kiss on them. Give more love so we can get rid of all this hate, because there's enough hate out here that we can get rid of if we just put more effort into caring. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for still listening. Got any advice or just want to ask anything? You can reach me on IG at Cozy Womb Mama, or at whoisshan.com, or you can email me at cozywombbmama@gmail.com. Thanks.